I do something called the 5-star shout out. I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in. You can't make you know what I'm talking about.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing out there? Good morning to everybody out there. Welcome to the Side Jawn. I am your host, Dennis Holmes. I am here with a special guest today from Reality Recap. She's here for the Putting It on a Pod series. Vanessa Q. Alexander's in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Yes. We are here. Now, we usually start the show off, Nessa. We ask everybody, how was your week? So I'm going to ask you, how was your week?
My week was good. Busy, mom shit, just Christmas concerts, wrapping gifts, out Christmas dinner shopping, trying to beat the crowd. So it was a good week, though. Productive. I will say that.
Okay, so wait a minute. So there is a Christmas dinner that's to be made
Yes.
because
Yes.
we always talk about Thanksgiving dinner, but people was asking, you know, what do people cook for Christmas dinner? Like, now, what are you cooking for Christmas dinner?
Christmas dinner for us, like I think I was Italian. I feel like I'm half Italian. I'll be thinking that, but Italians they do what they call 7 fishes for Christmas. But
Yeah.
I do it in my version. We do seafood every Christmas, so it's fried fish, it's fried shrimp, it's shrimp scampi, it's lobster tails, it's crab legs. We do seafood, and then I make all the soul food sides. We're gonna have collard greens with it, mac and cheese, yams, but it's always seafood for Christmas.
All right. Well, I guess listen. Guess I ain't gonna be there because I got a shellfish allergy, so I ain't gonna be there.
What?
Yeah, I got a shellfish. I know it don't look
Mm.
like it, but I got a shellfish allergy. Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah. Um. Okay, so your sister does seafood too. See, Sam's in the house. He said his sister does seafood too. I didn't know. I thought it was just a Christmas ham.
I do ham for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I thought it was just a Christmas ham. You know what I mean? That's what I always thought. People always, people's been asking me over the days, like, you need to talk about what people cook for Christmas. I'm like, I don't know what people cook for Christmas. I thought it was Christmas ham.
And I'm starting to
I
think
had
a
no
lot of
idea.
people do seafood for because it's always shot right. I notice every Chris they do a sale on it, like the lump crab meat, the crab legs, everything is on sale. I think a lot of people more than I realize might do seafood. The shrimp, everything is on sale right now.
Okay. All right. Yo, you gonna say we ain't ask you what your sister did. Yo, be come on here early, yo.
Here we
Yo,
go.
yo, good morning, D. Yo, be
Good
come on here early.
morning.
What your sister did. That's crazy. I got a cousin that grills on Christmas, but I mean he also grills all year long, so he don't care what the weather is. He gonna grill. That's just who he is. My uncle was like that too. Rest in peace, to my uncle. He was grilling all the time too. Now my week, on the other hand, my week has been pretty good. I don't usually have bad weeks. You know what I mean? This is the last week to work. Ain't had to worry too much about the kids. Christmas shopping been done. That's something I had to learn years ago. Get it out the way
Same.
early. You ain't gotta worry about it. Only thing I've been stressing over is my fantasy football. Be honest with you. Do miss the chocolate girl who is my co-host. She's battling some illnesses, but she'll be back. She'll be back. She'll be back in action with us to have a good time. She couldn't make it today or last week, but I think or the week before that. But she'll be back.
Well,
You know what
get
I
well
mean? So,
soon. I'm just some different chocolate sitting in right now. But so get well soon.
got chocolate. Chocolate Girl Sharon Mullen. We praying for you and wish you nothing but the best, baby. Um, yes, but this is the Putting It on a Pod series, right? And one
Okay.
thing we like to know about people who start podcasts, and been going for a little while, can they give an insight to others? So, what made you start the reality podcast?
I was looking for something outside of like my 9 to 5, my mom, my wife life, and I wanted to do something that didn't feel like work, something that came to me that just I would enjoy, and and it just popped in my head, reality TV, because I've been watching it for so long. And I actually reached out to B, and because he was doing off the top sports, I reached out to him to get some advice. He was like, yo, just start. Just figure out, he was like, it ain't got to be perfect, but you got to start. So I went into it. And when I look back at my first videos, they was blurry, audio was terrible, and I'm still
Yes.
growing and learning, each
Yeah,
day, learning from new people, different podcasts, seeing what others do, but it really just came about as a hobby, like something I just wanted to have for myself outside of everything else going on, and it just comes natural because I love it so much. So I enjoy it.
that's good. That's definitely good. When did you start?
I actually Reality Recap had its 2-year birthday on my birthday. So it's been 2 years. Last week is when I started my first episode.
Now, what made you get into the reality shows? Like I'm always one of the people, and let me know if I'm right or wrong. But I'm one of the people that always say that Flavor Flav is the goat of reality TV, and people be like, "Man, shut the hell up!" And I'll be like, "Yo, Flavor Flav is the goat." So you let me know if I'm wrong or not.
I would agree with you there. I will say I was watching even before that. Like I was Real World, Road Rules, all of that stuff. Like I was watching way back then. But I do believe Flavor of Love is a GOAT in reality TV. That is a staple in reality TV. I definitely would agree with you there for sure. But I
Yeah.
was watching, I think the first thing that got me into reality TV was Real World. It was Real World Boston. And I just love the mess. I love the arguing, the fighting, the crazy shit. Like I just love it. So it just grew into that where, and let me say, I think it also started because I used to be real heavy into WWE. And to me, that's like reality TV in a way. I grew
Mm.
up watching WWE and all of that stuff with my father. Like me and my father like this. So whatever he watching, I'm watching. So it started from there, and then Real World, then just now I really don't watch anything that's, I know people say reality TV is scripted, but I don't watch many scripted shows. Everything I watch is reality TV. Everything.
Oh, I remember I got into I was in the Flavor of Love. I tried to watch Real World Philadelphia a little bit. I tried, but I couldn't really get into that. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta really got me. Like that's when I really came on. I really started watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta,
Are you
and
still
then I
watching
started
now?
watching. No, no, I stopped watching that. I want to say I started watching that like 5, 6 years ago.
I'm still watching.
Yeah, I started watching it. But it's crazy because some of my favorite people still on it. I mean, we done seen Little Scrappy go from you know just having a baby mama to having more kids, getting married, divorcing her, going back to this baby mama. The child that they had together is grown now. Like God dang it.
And now he just had a new baby, you know that?
He just had a new baby
By a new girl,
by
a girl named Shakira. He did a reality dating show with the other guy on Love and Hip Hop Chaotic. They did a dating show. I think it was on What's Now TV. Is that what it's called? He did a reality show. He picked a girl on the show, and it was another one on the show that he liked. But he picked one. He ended up having a threesome with the two of them, and he got the one that he did not pick as his love interest pregnant, and she just had a baby. Look at your face.
because he always in. Like I'm starting to think Mona pays him to be in Moon Mess. That's what I'm starting to think. Like, wow, like
And yes, she will be on the new season of
love
Love and
and
Hip
hip
Hop
hop.
coming on in January.
I did
Who's
have
my
to.
favorite wrestler? Is that for me?
Yes, that's for you.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn
Shawn
Michaels.
Michaels. Wow, I would have
Yes,
never
I
guessed it.
love The Rock. Yes, I was there for Generation X and all of this, but at the
You
end
got
of the
suspended
day,
from school for that, or put in detention?
I
Did
got in
you?
trouble
How?
in Spanish class for that.
Yeah. Damn, yo. They even got the women, yo. Like everybody got in trouble for putting that DX sign up. Yo, that's crazy.
I think Spanish class was where I had like my friends that watched wrestling with me. And yes, we got in trouble in Spanish class.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't take Spanish to high school,
Why you want
but
to
I
mute my
definitely
mic?
because you said Shawn Michaels, he probably gonna say Stone Cold was better.
I love Stone Cold too, but I don't know. It was just I love the theme music. I love the sweet chin music. But
Yeah.
yeah, Shawn Michaels for me.
Okay, that's cool. Now, since you've been starting your podcast, right? I've seen that you made it to a nice level and got you a lot of followers. But did you do something differently, or did you always have those lot of followers?
No, when I first started I actually was doing mom content at first, and it was a different name, but it only had about 300 followers when I switched it over to reality TV. Um, I just could not try to get my kids to take pictures and be in videos all the time. It was like they were like my little employees. I didn't like how it would take out of our family time. But when I started, it had about 300 followers. And I just think it's consistency. I post every day. I make sure to give them highlights of all the reality shows, give them the juicy parts that get them intrigued, that get them talking in the comments. But it's just consistency. I don't go a day without posting, even if I schedule the post the night before and let it just run through, and I don't really have to be hands on every single day. But it's consistency, the hashtags, the consistency that it makes a difference. Like you want your audience to kind of build that muscle memory that I know she's going to post every day around this time. I know I can get the information from her. I know that she's going to be live this time every day. Like it's consistency. But that's what it started from. It started from just Instagram. I think Instagram reached 13.5 thousand followers this week. And Facebook took off from a meme about love and hip hop.
Mm,
And that's up to like 27,000 followers right now. It just took off from
sheesh.
the clips. So, yeah, it's the consistency though. That's the one thing I have to say. And you have to work social media, network. I connect with other podcasts doing the same thing. I have guests, they come on, we share followers, we do giveaways, all of that stuff. And just being consistent, I think, is what helped grow it.
That is nice. That is nice. And I seen you was on that show with Andy. Can't think of the name of it right now.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter where they were looking for virtual guests and I signed up for it. And, once you're in it and you respond, you on time, and they know you're reliable, they'll reach out to you and you'll do it a couple times. So I did it about 3 times. Now I want to be in studio for Watch What Happens Live. Like I want to be in the audience in studio is what I'm trying to work on now. But yeah, I just happened to see that I saw it on Twitter. I filled out the little application and yeah, like they give you a bunch of time slots. And if you're available, if you're flexible, you're on time, you show up, and you have your mic and everything, they'll keep
Mm.
choosing you to do it. So I think I'm in their rotation now.
That is now. See, now that's what's up. Now that's how you get yourself out there. See, y'all heard what she said, people. On time, reliable. They'll keep calling you back. She just filled this out on Twitter. All she did. And I don't be on the Twitter or the X, whatever they call it. I
Me
don't be
either.
on
I just
it.
happened
Yeah.
to see it. I was trying to work with it until it turned to X, and now they want you to pay to stream because I was streaming the podcast across there too, but they want you to pay to do it now. It's like I don't really
Yeah.
bother with it.
I'm not yeah, I don't know how none of that goes on X or Twitter. I leave that to BJ. That's his thing. He loves to be on Twitter. And B the analyst, he's another one loves to be on Twitter.
He always
So
on Twitter arguing. I
he on
think he's
Twitter
just going
arguing with
there to
people?
argue.
That is crazy.
Argue with other sports analysts, argue with what people say about a game or about Dallas Cowboys. That's what he do up there, argue.
That is crazy. I did not know he go on Twitter to do all that. Yeah, that is crazy. There you go, right there. So anyway,
Oh, he
oh man,
deleted it? Somebody must have made him mad, or he deleted it because of who took over. Which one?
oh okay,
Got it.
definitely got it. But yeah, I don't do the Twitter at all. I do Instagram a lot. I do TikTok a lot. Um, Facebook, YouTube, but I don't do Twitter at all.
I
Twitter and
put TikTok
Snapchat.
on the back burner. I put TikTok because I had like 15,000 followers on TikTok and they banned my page because I don't know. So I
Yeah,
guess maybe another page might have been hating. They banned my page. I appealed it. They wouldn't give it back. And I started another one and I think it was like 500 followers, but I held off on growing it because is it going away or what? What's happening?
man, they
What you
say that
think?
every year. Every year they say that it's going away. Ain't gonna be no more TikTok. They've been saying this every year since 2019. You know it ain't gonna be no more TikTok. Why? Why is TikTok the one thing they gonna take away? Why?
They want,
Out of
is it
all the stuff that
because
they can take away, they've been taking away TikTok. Really?
yeah, I didn't want to invest in it because I kept seeing that. Then they're saying like it needs a new buyer or something like that. I don't know, but I didn't want to invest in it and then it go away. So we'll
Well,
see.
BJ he gave me the story to it a couple months back, but I forgot everything he said. But a couple months back, he was telling me, ain't gonna be no more TikTok, but it's still around. So I really don't understand. It's still around.
We'll see.
So
If it sticks around for the next couple of months, oh, that's what I was saying. Like they wanted to be owned by someone American or something like that is what I thought I heard. But if it sticks around the next couple of months, I might go back to trying to grow it.
okay, all right. So what was some of the challenges you faced doing your own podcast?
Learning the technology at first and how I wanted to stream it. I just wanted to be the talent. I didn't want to have to learn how to do all of that. So that was my first struggle. But I will say, big DJ Zay helped me out a lot. Like I went down there and just soaked up all his knowledge. I was stalking him, like, show me how to use OBS. That shit was at first it felt like a whole nother language until I got used to it.
Yeah,
Um, and learning like what equipment, mic, stuff like that, just being my own little one woman show right now is
right.
that was my challenge. And then I would say the other challenge, once I had it though, I was good. It wasn't as hard as I was making it. Just go to YouTube University and you'll be fine
That's right.
and network and talk to other people. I think the only other barrier for me was getting out of my own way. When I still feel like I don't have a whole lot of followers compared to some of the other bigger pages, but I would be scared to reach out to the reality stars and ask them for interviews. I would think they're going to be like, no, you don't have enough followers, which wasn't the case. Once I started doing the reality TV stars, doing the interviews, more started coming, more collaboration started coming. So just
That's
believing in
good.
myself and getting out of my own way really is what, that was my last barrier. Then it's sky's the limit now.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, who's the biggest star? My name. I ain't gonna say the biggest. Who's some of the people that you have had on the show?
I've had Evelyn Lozado on from Basketball Wives.
Basketball
I've
Wives, yeah.
had, and I don't know if your followers watch like Love During Lockup, Life After Lockup. That is a big show for my followers. They love that show or that series because they follow while the inmate is locked up, when they come home, and then like they'll do a life after lockup. So I've had a few of those reality TV stars on. That's also helped grow my audience and my views, especially on YouTube, because I don't know, my followers, I think they messy like me. They like they like that show a lot. So having those reality TV stars on is definitely helpful. I want to get some housewives though. That's my goal. I want to interview some housewives.
Okay, that's what's up. That is definitely what's up. I think the biggest thing for me that happened, I was talking about Steven Jackson one day, and then I put the clip out there about Steven Jackson, and this was like in the beginning of COVID. So I want to say when they told us about those 2 weeks around that time. Remember, it was like 2 weeks. Yeah. So around that time, that's when I had put the clip out there, and he responded back to the clip, and I was just like shocked, and I was like, "Oh shit!" He actually said something back. And when I didn't, the first thing is I didn't know it was I was asleep. One of my homies called me and was like, "Yo, you got to repost that." Like, repost what? Steven Jackson just said something about your clip. It's like he did for real. Like, yeah, you got to repost that. And then I met him about a year later and told him that. He was cool too. Steven Jackson was a cool dude. So that was probably like the biggest thing for me. I met him at the Allen Iverson Classic game.
Oh,
That was
wow.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing I learned. You also got to travel to go see people. Like you can't just, as easy as access is now to be over Zoom or StreamYard or OBS. You also got to travel to go see people.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause some people they'll tell you, "Man, oh, man, we can do a show now, man. Just let me know." And that's like their conversation.
Mm-hmm.
They'll blow you off very quick. Yeah, yeah. We'll do a show again. Yeah. You'll never hear from them again. I've I've learned that as well. I had a couple people tell me, "Yeah, we're gonna do the show on Saturday. I'll be there at 9:30. Don't die," and never show up.
I was on time.
Yes, you was. You was on time. You was early. Yes, you was. And I thank you very much for that. That's what I'm just telling you. There's been people that's told me like, "Oh, man, Saturday's great, 9:30," and they've hit me up an hour before, like, "Yeah, you still say 9:30, right? Yeah, 9:30," and then show up. So I'm just those are some of the things that I've been through. I was like really? So one thing I had to learn is you need a backup show just
Yes.
in case shit gets don't come on. You need a backup show because no matter what, you still got to go live at that time.
Right.
So you got to always have a backup show. And you might have to have two backup shows depending on the situation. I'm just here to let you know. That's some advice I could give you. Have a backup show. You know what I mean? That's like timeless. I try to make sure I get more timeless content out. Because with sports, things happen all the time. Like this minute, Kirk Cousins is bench. And 20 minutes later, now he cut off the team. Like, God damn. I ain't even get a clip out about him being bench yet. Like, I'm just telling you, that's how fast it's on sports. So
Yeah.
when it comes to, the stuff that y'all doing, the reality shows, and I really appreciate the things that you're doing and, want you to keep going forward. And I'm glad
Thank
that you
you.
actually took the time to actually say, you know what, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm ready to do it. I'm going to do it by myself. Because doing it by yourself is hard too.
Yeah. It is. That's why I try to do I mix it up. Like I do some shows that are recorded and I put them out there, but then I love doing it because I'm by myself. I love doing the live shows too, where everyone gets to interact. I'll read their comments, their questions. That makes it, people enjoy that. That makes them want to follow, want to subscribe. So I try to do an even mixture of both. Because I can't do every show live Because then it makes the show longer too. Because I'm talking to them and we're laughing, we're having a good time. So the shows that I
Yeah.
know get the most views, like when I post about them, I know that those are the most popular shows. I'll do those live. And then some of the shows that, they might not be too into, or, I can do a 20, 30-minute recap and be done. I record those and put those out.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Now they do have I do have to ask this question, and this is for everybody, okay? Now, like I said, it's the holiday season, Christmas. Gotta ask this question. Is it okay for your man to stay the night at his baby mama's house Christmas Eve so he can wake up with the kids Christmas morning?
Well,
Is this one I go ahead?
let me just say this. I've never dated anyone with children. I don't got it in me. I don't have it in me. So for me, it's gonna be a no. Like the Sag in me ain't like, where are you sleeping? If you wanted to be a family, why are you not still with her? What are we doing? Y'all don't rotate holidays? You don't get them one year and then she get on the other? What we doing? You can't go early in the morning when they wake up. Why do you have to spend the night?
That's crazy.
That's just me. I mean, I say there's a lid for every pot, but that ain't the lid for my pot. I can't do it. I
Well,
am possessive. Can't do it.
me and my daughter's mother's actually very good friends. I've spent the night at her house plenty of times. Now, personally, I sleep in my daughter's room on the floor. When I do spend the night.
Were
But
you in a relationship when you do that?
no. But now I'm talking about now. I'm talking about like last week. I was at my daughter's mama house. Last weekend. I was in Jersey. And I'd sleep on the floor.
Wow.
We went out, we went to we had to go to a birthday party.
And if you
But
are
I'm not in
you're dating, or you expect a woman to be okay with that?
I'm not in a relationship personally. So I mean I'm just that's something I would tell her up front, like there's nothing there, you know what I mean? I'm here for my daughter. I come here from time to time to help out. That's about it.
What about the other side of that? Like, is your child's mother dating? Is a dude gonna be okay with you staying over there?
Don't know. I don't know if she's dating. I would say no, but because I ain't seen nobody come by. But I don't know. That's the only thing I can tell you. Me personally, I can tell you, I ain't seen nobody come by. But you never know. You might got 2, 3 dudes. You know what I mean? So I can't sit there and say no. You know what I mean? All I can say is I ain't seen nobody come by. That's what I can say. And that
If
ain't to me. That ain't none of my business. I really don't give a damn.
if the shoe
I'm
was
here for
on the
my
other
daughter.
foot, like say you're dating a girl and it's the father's holiday, and she say, "Babe, I want to go spend the night at my baby daddy house so I could be there with the kids when they wake up." What you thinking? You okay
I'm
with that?
probably thinking, I'm probably thinking the same thing you think. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's probably the same thing I think. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. So
That's
why
probably the
would
first
a
thing
woman have to be okay with that?
that's probably the first thing I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Now, if that's probably the first thing I'm thinking. They still fucking around. Ain't no way.
That's what I hear. I hear if the child's under 5, the relationship is still alive. That's what they say.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if the child is under 10, he can hit again. That's what they say. Because I don't be dating
Mhm.
nobody with no kids, but that's what they say. Is that true?
That is a possibility. My child is 16. My child's 16. So
Okay, so you out of that bracket.
my child's 16. But that is a strong possibility because those feelings are still there. And when they around that age from 1 to 5, you can't communicate with the child completely. You got to make sure you communicate with the parent. So y'all talking a lot, even if y'all don't want to talk.
Yeah.
Now, by the time the child from 5 to 10, that's a different situation. You know, that's a different situation. I've been over some people. I've been to some people's situations where I've seen they don't even talk to their, to the other parent. They just come pick their child up on such and such day and then drop their child off. I've been in certain situations where, them and the other parent are like best friends. But they don't do nothing else. Nothing outside of nothing. They're just happy to be there. They see each other and then they go on about their business.
I don't want no
So
parts.
I understand why you don't want no parts. I think that's a little messed up, but I understand why you don't want no parts because that drama that comes with it is too much. Like I
Right.
don't really want to date a girl that got a child under 7 years old. Personally, she
Yeah.
got any young kids? No, I'm cool. I don't really want to date because
Yeah.
this conversation may come up. Oh, my baby daddy sleeping at the house so the kids can, see him in the morning. No, that nigga. Y'all having sex. Yeah, I don't care what you say. Y'all having sex.
Yeah. And it's
Y'all ain't
really
having sex.
nothing against a man that has the kids that I'm saying I don't. It's more me. Like, I'm not all here. I know that. I I know that. I'm honest about that shit. Like, I am a full-blooded Sagittarius. Like, shit will go from here to here real quick. I don't have to do that. You don't wanna
That's
I
crazy.
don't want you to have to deal with that. I'm just gonna be honest with you, like, 'cause nobody I ain't no baby mother gonna be stepping in my face. I'm not gonna deal with that. It's gonna be a problem. So why put myself in that situation? It's more
Mm,
about me. It's like really how they say it's not you, it's me. No, seriously, it's
mm,
me.
mm. Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
crazy.
don't like
That's
feeling
crazy.
embarrassed. That shit makes me real mad. Like, you
Mm.
embarrassing me or I don't like that feeling. So I just can't do it. That's all.
All right. Now here's another one. This was on Thanksgiving. I asked this to the girls. I'm asking to you. Would you have a problem with your man spending Thanksgiving over his baby mama's family house? Now here's the thing: the baby mama ain't there.
Well, so why are you
She
there?
don't. She don't went to at least the kids are grown. Let me get that out of the way too. Kids are grown, and the baby mama ain't there. She don't went to her man's family house
So why are you there? Where your family at?
because they consider him family. He also, again, he makes the macaroni and cheese, and he's the number one space partner.
Let me tell you something. That better be the best motherfucking macaroni and cheese ever. No, I'm not gonna be okay with that. Why aren't you with
Okay,
your family? Why aren't you with my family? Why are you spending it with your baby mama's family? Like,
I've done this for 20 years. We are family,
no.
and I can't invite you because his sisters don't like you. Her sisters don't like you.
Well, I probably don't like them either. So
It's like they don't like you, but I,
I
but
probably don't like them either.
I made the macaroni and cheese king around here. I mean, not me personally. I don't want you to think I ain't no macaroni and cheese king, but to them, I'm the macaroni and cheese king.
Yeah, no. No. I When I am no longer dating someone, I don't associate with their family anymore. And listen, it could be different if you have kids, but I could tell you now with my husband and my kids, if we divorce, I'm never going to see his mother or his family ever again. That's just how
Hey,
I am. It is a
I know,
mental
I know
funeral
the
and I'm going
feeling.
to move on.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I
So yeah, no.
can't even say that.
If you want to, I don't
I
even want him to
definitely.
drop the pan off of mac and cheese to him. What is you making it for them for? I like mac and cheese. You
Hey,
can make it for me.
damn.
I come with I'm telling you, I come with the shits, so I don't put myself in those type of situations. I don't.
She said, John, she wasn't all the way there, y'all. She said that. She gave us warning. So let me get back to the questions because then you want to know too deep. What is your vision for reality recap? Where do you see reality recap going in the future?
My vision for reality recap is I want to do larger scale interviews. I want my YouTube channel to grow. I want to eventually do I eventually want to do live podcasts. I want to I want to travel around the United States and do live podcasts where people come and I do them with an audience. That's where I see it growing to. Hell, I want to be a host on when reality TV shows have reunions. I want to be a host on that, definitely. So that's my vision for it, to just continue to grow it, bigger interviews, bigger audience, live podcast shows, all of that.
Nice.
Partnerships. I want to be in the like a lot of these reality TV shows, they have premiere parties. I want to be invited. I want to be there interviewing the reality TV stars for some of the networks. That is my goal.
Okay. I like that live podcast goal. That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. Now let me I do have to read this letter. We do have a letter today.
Okay.
We have a letter from Mrs. Sexless Marriage. Okay. Dear Side Jawn, I'm a 43-year-old female and my husband is 45 years old. We have two adult children that both live away from home. We have been married for 15 years, but our sex life has died. We used to have sex 2 times a week, but over the years it slowed down. Of course, both have busy schedules and our work hours vary, but I would say we went 3 years with no intimacy. Dang. I've asked my husband to have date nights and try to do things to spice up our marriage, but it came with resistance. The only time I could get him to have any intimacy if I performed oral sex. Once he had his satisfaction, he would just be done. That has caused so much strain in our marriage because we have now argued so much about the lack of intimacy in our marriage that now we barely even hug each other or do anything anymore. When I asked him why were we not intimate anymore, he has no response or he gets upset and say I'm annoying him with this issue. It's not that deep. I feel like it is that deep. It's a problem for me. I'm a very sexual person and it seems like my sex drive has increased with my age. I'm ready to give him an ultimatum. Either something changes or I'm out. Am I wrong or is this the normal to have a sexless marriage? You guys let you go here.
Dear sexless marriage, he's cheating.
You think he's cheating?
3 years with no intimacy? Are you kidding me? Hell yeah, he cheating. Bitch, why aren't you? Like, tell
Damn.
me, what's the average? What is it for guys? You guys can let us know in the comments. You could tell me how often do you think about or want to have sex as a man? You going 3 years without
Okay.
having sex?
No, but at 45, I don't know the guy. So I'm gonna say this. At 45, I heard about some guys' sex drive going down due to weight issues, blood pressure medicine, and they just interested in a girl with them. So cheating is fine. Let me get that out. Um,
Don't they have stuff for that though? Like, can't you go to the doctor and get like testosterone
you
shots and
can go
stuff
to
that will help
but
boost it?
yes, a lot of guys don't go to the doctor for that. They'll rather go to the gas station and get them gas station pills.
Not the honey.
They got it. You know what? They got a new kind of honey. They got one honey that was like a $5 for a honey pack. Then they had another one next to it that was $6, and it was a different color. And I was like, well, what that one do differently than the other? Like, I haven't taken it. I'll let you know when I take a honey pack. I'll let everybody know my experience with a honey pack.
Buying
But I haven't
something
taken one
from
yet.
the gas station or where you get your backwoods from for sex is bananas, but go off.
I'm just letting you know the sexual performance enhancement drugs have saved a lot of people in life, and a lot of marriages and a lot of relationships. Just letting you know, a lot of guys don't think that they can perform that well, so they try to go get that sexual performance enhancement drug for the first time that they had sex with that girl, so that way they can get her, give her that super porno love. Is what I'm saying.
Everybody don't want that though. I think that is something that men think that women want to be fucking for hours and all of that. Everybody don't want to be doing that. Everybody don't want to be sweating and doing all of that. Like it could be 5-10 minutes as long as it's good, it's fine. Like that's just I think that's something that men think that every girl wants that, but that is not the case. It's
I'll
not.
tell you one thing men do think. You don't want no minute, man. You don't want no 3-stroke and gone. That's what you don't want.
And I ain't say that. I said 5 to 10. I ain't say one.
I'm telling you, some of them guys out there, they know they only got 3 good strokes in them and they done. So that's why they go get the pill. They know.
But from the gas station is crazy.
That's the guy. I've heard guys rather go get those drugs from the gas station and actually go to their doctor and say, hey, this blood pressure medicine that you're giving me is causing ED. So is there anything you can give me to go with that? And the doctor actually has something for you that's safe. Comes, you know what I mean? You get it delivered to your house and everything, and you're all right.
Well, why don't you find out the side effects before you take any medicine? If you are taking a blood pressure medicine or something else, discuss what are the major side effects before you start taking it. No?
That's how I feel. But that's what I've learned. And now, you talk to different people and you hear different perspectives. But if you don't talk to different people, you're just gonna go with what you heard from somebody that's around your age bracket. Oh yeah, I'm taking that honey pack. I got a whole case on that. You need one? They should leave out.
But I mean, it's the same for women, right? Like at 45 or so, like
No, I heard y'all said y'all go up.
Even through like, don't women start? I don't know. As they say, you start menopause at different ages, but but I thought that doesn't that cause like dryness, stuff like that? Like I think women have the same things, right? That they have to work through.
Some women they go through stuff like that. And some other women, it actually makes their sex drive go up. And that's why I said I've heard conflicting stories. Now I'm not a woman, so I don't know, but that's what some women say. They go through that menopause. I heard one of my favorite female comedians, B Flat. She said, you get like 11, 12, you had your period, you get everybody's excited, give you a nice little box. If you have an accident, this is what happened, this is what you do. She said, but when you turn like 45 and you go through menopause, will nobody tell you this is what happened when you turn back into a man? That's what she said. She said you start growing hair in places on your face. Nobody explain to you. Your voice started changing. It's like I said, yo, B Flat funny as a motherfucker. Like, nobody tell you when you turn back into a man.
Yeah, and I think because it's so different from everybody. Nobody has the same experience. I think it's different for everyone. 'Cause I hear things like it depends on when your period started or when your menopause started. If you had your period early in life, then you're gonna start menopause early. I don't know. I just hear different things about it.
Yes, but this lady particularly, she's up there with the high sex drive. He's down there with the low sex drive. You believe she? I say I'll give a percentage to that on agreements. I also believe he can't get it up all the time, and that's why she got to perform head. And once he busts that nut, he's done. So I believe it's the blood pressure medicine he's on. So that's my answer. Need to go see the doctor about the blood pressure medicine he's on and get something that's gonna make him a porn star from the doctor. I heard that the pills from the doctor had you going through the roof. They got like the numbers like perk 10s and 20s. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I think, it said in the letter that she was trying to have conversation about it and he gets aggravated. I don't know what the conversations were like before that. I do think communication around sex is important, especially in a marriage of what do you like? What do I like? What like you have to talk about it. It can't be taboo. And it depends on too how she approached it. Like you have to stroke a man's ego. I'm not into like disrespecting a man or trying to belittle him or make him feel small. So it's definitely how did she approach that conversation that now he's completely shut down about it. But you have to create a safe space for your partner to have that type of conversation and be honest about what you like, what you don't like, what you want, and what do I want. You have to, but that still doesn't negate the fact that I think that old boy is cheating.
Yeah, she gonna say that stuff to me. The old boy is cheating. Hey, listen, maybe he is cheating. Maybe he realized, you know what I mean. Maybe he don't want to be with her no more. The kids grown, out the house. Seemed like it's fun times. Last 3 years, it was nothing. My intimacy is dead. I mean, I know he ran out of ideas. I'm making excuses for him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We need a
I know
letter
he ran
from
out of
him.
ideas.
Can we have dear
Yeah,
Mr. Sexless Marriage write in a letter? We need to hear from him. We need to hear his side too.
somebody
Because
gonna start on. I'm tired of that old ass coochie. Let me stop. Let me stop. my my new boo at the job does a trick for me that's out of this world. I don't
not
even
the
want to be
work
here no more.
wife. Lord,
The
not the
work
work
wife.
wife.
I be trying to tell y'all in the comments when y'all be doing the show. The work wife and the work husband take over. You spend more time with them than you spend with your actual family.
I work from home. I don't know what he's talking about.
Man, but I'm telling you about my experiences when I'm, out in this work field because I'm out here. So, and I've been a work husband and had a work house, and had a work wife.
Oh
So
Lord.
there's rules. There's rules to the game. That's all I'm gonna say.
How
Rules to
did
the
that
game.
go?
Everybody gonna
Like,
say
did it stay just at work? Was it after work? What was going on?
no. It's active work activities. You got that office Christmas party that's coming up. That office Christmas party that ain't no spouses allowed. That's usually how stuff starts.
Mm.
It's one too many drinks. One too many drinks. Then some people start getting their feelings. That's usually how things go.
So the Christmas party is where it goes down.
Christmas party,
Ladies,
yeah.
are you
When
listening?
any party that says, wait a minute, did you just call your any party that says no spouses allowed? Yeah,
Oh, it's
something
going
going
down. Mm. Well,
on.
good to know.
I, I'll be,
That is
I'll
good
be
to
cool.
know.
Now I'm starting to notice why I don't get invited to the sports relationship show. I tell too much. I see what it is. My bad, B. I'll be cool.
Cause then we just see B at the Christmas party the other day on his timeline. Oh, that's why he wants you to
Oh, he
shut
don't.
up.
Oh, not the school Christmas party. Oh Lord, school Christmas party come with that white girl. Somebody in the parking lot hitting that powder.
They on the
I know
ski
about them
slopes.
school Christmas parties because I'm at them joints. Somebody in the parking lot hitting that powder.
Oh Lord, they on the ski slopes. Oh no.
Yeah,
Mm.
the teachers go through a lot. I give it up for them
Well,
teachers, man. They go through a lot.
Well, listen, ladies, it sounds like you need an entrepreneur that his business is ran from home and he doesn't have holiday parties. That's what it sounds like to me.
That ain't what it sound like. It just bitch, you can't
That's
work
what it
wife
is.
you got no left. And I'm gonna tell you right now, work wives get you on the little things, okay? Some of the little things, all right?
What's the little
You know that
thing?
man like meatloaf. You know that man like meatloaf. You cook meatloaf once every 3 months. Just something little thing.
So you falling in love with bitches over a choke loaf? For real?
A meatloaf, a meatloaf bomb. You hear me?
So maybe that's what's
Right,
missing
man.
in for dear sexless marriage. Maybe that's what's missing. She not making meatloaf. It's the little things that's missing.
It's the little things. It's telling you, be the little things. And I've noticed it. I've heard this from women on the other end. It be the little things. This dude was buying this girl coffee every day, 80-cent coffee every morning. Had her favorite coffee every morning for 80 cents. He became a work husband. 80-cent coffee. He needs $5 a week. You met me about some meatloaf. He needs $5 a week. 80
Where is
cent coffee.
meatloaf? I guess, I mean,
No,
everyone wants to feel appreciated. Everyone doesn't need all the time grand gestures. I say about myself too, it's about, do you know me, right? Do you know the things that I like? And I don't drink coffee per se, but would you bring me a gossip magazine? Do you know, like, would you get me things that help me with my podcast? Would you help me with equipment? Like, I guess it's but everybody wants that. Everybody wants the little things. Everyone wants to feel like this person appreciates me. So I could see how maybe some meatloaf could turn into a, a relationship or an 80-cent
I'm
coffee.
just, I was just naming some things. I ain't say that's how I was, but I'm just naming some things. I've been told this about the little things. So I'm just telling. It's the little things. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna say it was meatloaf. The story that I heard was the buffalo chicken dip. Was the story I actually heard. That's the one that threw me off. The buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Not buffalo chicken. That's like ain't that like a football appetizer? People
I
eat that
guess
on a
so.
daily basis.
No, no, no. She ain't bring it every day, but she bought it this one day, and that's how conversation started.
80-cent coffees and buffalo chicken dip.
Buffalo chicken dip, 80-cent coffee.
These are not high expectations.
It's not. It's the conversation. I told you, see the same person every day. You work with them. Y'all work together. Y'all in groups together, and working. Me and Keisha, we gonna knock this out right. That's what we gonna. Oh, yeah. Put you and Keisha together. Oh, y'all done knocked it out easy. Now y'all got 3 hours to sit there and talk. Come on, man.
Was that your
Just
work
like
wife name, Keisha?
nah. Whoa, 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 whoa. We ain't talking about me. I'm here to help. That's all. I'm just here to help. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like I have no idea what you're talking about. Whoa.
I was just asking. Just
My work wife
wondering.
will name my name will be unanimous until she feels like coming out.
Oh, okay. Just
We
wondering.
had a good time. We had a good time though.
Why did it end? Did you go to a new job or something? Why did it end?
Yeah, I went to a new job.
So you left her behind because you got a new job?
Yeah. I mean we used to hang out and see each other from time to time. But after that it faded.
And then you found a new work wife at the new job?
No, no, no. I chilled. I ain't do nothing. And she got married after that. She got married like a couple years later.
Do work wives ever turn into real life wives?
Yes. And then somebody usually got quit the job because they can't stay at the job. You know how they can't,
No
be together no more.
fraternization.
Right. Somebody got to quit the job because everybody you invited to the marriage to your wedding. I mean, is most of the people you work with. Both of y'all
Child.
work at the same job.
So you gotta lose your job for love.
Yeah, it's happened. And then you got them other people who do too much. Try to get two work wives at the job, or try to get two work husbands.
Oh no.
That's no, that's you can't do that. You only can have one.
You trying to end
I
up in
don't care.
HR.
Exactly. That's why I said you only can have one. You gotta know the rules. You only can have one.
So what are some of
Uh,
the rules and work
Rule number
wife,
one: you
work
can
husband?
rule number one: do not mess the money up. That's rule number one.
I like that rule. I
Rule
like
number one: do not mess the money up. Rule number two: you only can have one.
that should always be the rule. Outside of work, inside work, but that's the whole
I'm
other
telling you that
conversation.
because it's too sensitive because y'all at the same spot, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week is too much. You only can have one. That's rule number two. You
Okay.
only can have one. Rule number three: don't flirt with nobody else. Nothing like that. You need to have a conversation with Joe Blow, and you have a conversation with Joe Blow from a distance. Nothing extra. Don't even make it seem like something else.
Okay. Those are the top 3 rules, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, can't mess that money up. Can't have more than one. Can't be having conversations that look like flirt.
Sounds like good rules.
Right? Now, how we gonna help her out with this marriage? I guess she tired of giving oral sex, so that's out the window. Um,
Isn't that always supposed to be a part of sex? No? Shouldn't it always be?
I'm glad you said it because when you ask me some shit like that, boy, it's a conversation. Just like I'm glad you said it. Yeah, let's get that out the way. I need some June hand claps for that. Dang.
Well, personally, I think it should always be part of sex on both ends.
Yeah,
And
on both ends, I agree.
I don't know. I'm just interested in hearing the man's side. I'm interested in, did she create the safe space to have the conversation? Is there something going on, like you said, that health wise that needs to be addressed? But just off the surface of what we read, 3 years without intimacy is crazy. Sex is a huge part of relationships. Like up there for me, there's the two things. It's intimacy and finances are like the two top things in my opinion that will break a relationship or a marriage up. So definitely, like,
Oh,
3 years is crazy. 3 months is crazy. 3 weeks is crazy. Like,
3 weeks is crazy.
yes, 3 weeks
I
without
had
sex
a,
is crazy.
I had
In
an
a
argument that
marriage?
like I had an argument in marriage that lasted almost 6 weeks, almost 2 months.
If you ain't arguing, if you beefing, get it. But without arguing and beefing and you just, that's crazy.
Man,
That's crazy. Nope.
I think they should go see. I think they should go see marriage counseling though, because they need to. You need to fight for that man. I believe in love, so I believe you should fight for your marriage. It's
You're
been
a Leo,
15
of
years.
course.
Yeah, that's what
You're
that means.
Leo loyal. Loyal Leo. Yeah. You believe
Oh,
in
okay.
that. So
I left
I
a lot.
get it.
I left a lot of people on the side, so I don't know how loyal I am. Just I'm just, saying, I left some situations. You know what I mean, I don't know how loyal I am. I
Well,
try
I
to be loyal.
mean, you could be loyal to multiple people, I guess. That's possible.
No, I left on the side with nothing else there. Like I just left.
Well, you're not gonna be treated wrong either. Like, you're gonna try
Yeah,
to make it work,
like
and
you
if it
said,
don't work, it don't work. But
like you said,
you're gonna
you're not
walk
going
away
back.
knowing that you did your best or you tried your best to make it work.
Yes, yeah,
I
absolutely.
believe that.
Okay. Um, yeah, she's right about that. I have to say, you're right about that. But yeah, gotta make this love thing work. And
I would
maybe
agree
y'all
with
need to
that.
spice it up. Maybe y'all need to spice it up a little different. Maybe y'all need to go have sex in different areas. Maybe the
A good
bedroom is good.
vacation. A good vacation always make it work. A good vacation with a glass shower, put it up on the glass, that always works. That should help.
Put it up on the glass.
Yeah, maybe they need a
Okay. Put,
vacation. Maybe they need
put,
a
put
Caribbean
it up there.
vacation
Did she say put
with
it up on the
a
glass?
yeah, put it on the glass, put it on the balcony, something. Maybe that'll work. No?
No. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just stuck on. I'm just sitting here thinking. I'm thinking about something. Don't worry about me. I was stuck like Chuck. Put it on the glass.
Maybe that will help. A nice vacation. Vacations always help.
Yeah, vacation. Get a vacation. Yeah, you know. Um, I don't know. See a sex therapist. They got them out there. I don't know if they're licensed or anything. I don't know who gives out a sex therapy license. Don't quote me on that. I can't sit here and say, yeah, like how much sex you had to have to be a sex therapist.
Like, do you
What
have to
I'm
get
trying to figure
hours
out.
for that?
Like who would like who just said, yo, I grant you sex therapy? Like what graduation did you went to for a sex therapist? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who came to the graduation is what I want
Right.
to know. Were your kids there?
Right. Like, well, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. If you ain't a porn star giving out sex therapy, then I really don't believe you. I'm just sitting. I'm be honest with you. I really don't believe you. You read a book and you said some things, and that's it. I don't believe you're a sex therapist.
Let's look that
I
up.
believe you're there to help. That's all.
How do you get
just
how
it,
do
man.
you get I'm gonna look it up. A
And then
sex
they got some
therapist.
sex therapists that actually come in and become the third person in sex. That's what I said.
That's a part of sex therapy?
I've heard. I haven't witnessed it and I haven't seen it, but I've heard that there are sex therapists that come and help out.
But wait, this is really like a real thing, though. It says to become a licensed sex therapist, you need to first obtain a mental health professional license, then complete specialized training in sex therapy through an accredited organization like the American Association of Sexuality, educators, counselors, and therapists. I didn't know that was a real thing.
Now I gotta see somebody's degree. Now that you said that, now I want to see somebody's degree. Let me see your
Yeah.
degree. Let me see.
Cause if it ain't from accredited, they even got it like they got the acronym. It's AASECT. If you ain't got, if you ain't certified from there, it ain't real.
No,
So that's what you
I'm
gotta
cool.
look for. The more you know. I never
Yeah, if
heard
you
of
ain't
that.
certified, if you ain't certified from there, then you just a cold whore out here giving advice. That's all you. That's it. You just a cold whore out here giving advice. That's how I feel. I need to see your certifications.
Wow. Never knew that. It's a real thing. So yeah, I'm on board with you. Let them try to work it out. He has to be open to it though. He can't continue to shut down. Again, we don't know what she said to him. If she didn't create a safe space, we don't know that. But they kind of have to wipe the slate clean if they want to save the marriage. And I agree. Some counseling,
She might be. You know
sex
what?
therapist, or the vacation, like I said. One
She
of those.
might be. Yeah, on the glass. I'm still stuck on that shit. But she might be. She might be reckless with the mouth. You don't even know. I have no idea.
I mean, she did write the letter telling everybody. So, I mean, it's anonymous, but I don't know if I
Damn.
would ever put that in a letter about my
Just because
husband.
she wrote
I
the
wouldn't
letter
do that.
makes her reckless with the mouth.
I just would never do that. That's just me. Like I said, what I tell you, there is a lid for every pot, but not over here on this pot. I would never do that. I'm just a strong believer in I don't know, maybe it's my relationships with my father and my grandfather or whatever, but I'm just not into making a man feel small or like hurting to eat. Once you do that to a man, it's hard for that shit to come back. Like
It is.
I'm not into doing that. Mm-mm.
It is. You can't hurt the ego of a man.
Yeah,
We
no.
we do we do feel some type of way. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. So me putting that, I'd rather have a conversation with him in a safe space, just me and him about something like that, versus putting it in a letter. We appreciate it because we had a topic for discussion, but just saying, me personally, I would never do that.
Well, I mean, she probably ran out of options. You know, she done asked her girlfriends. They said the same shit you said. He cheat, girl. They leave his ass. You know what I mean? Um, she she done asked a couple guys at work. The guys at work now flirting with her. Well, you ain't getting nothing 3 years. There's always something for your head. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh. Work
Yeah,
husband.
that's how they slide in. I'm telling you, this is how they slide. This is how they slide in. Coffee, conversation, sex. It's just right. It's straight like that. As I'm just trying to say. I'm gonna call it. You know what I'm gonna start calling it? Something for the soul. That's how they get you. Something for the soul. That's what I'm gonna start calling.
It sounds like it's coffee and conversation. And it
Man,
goes from
I
there,
don't
huh?
even drink coffee.
Me neither. I
Yeah,
like a good tea though.
yeah, tea. Tea is good. I'm good with the tea. Put the honey pack in the tea. Got it. That's
Honey pack
it.
in the tea and then
The honey
lunchtime
pack
break.
in
Is
the
that how it
tea.
goes?
That's it. I finally got. I was wondering, like, where am I gonna do this honey pack in the tea?
I want to know when you use this honey pack, I want to know what
I'm gonna start. Man,
happens.
I'm gonna shoot a video stirring this shit up in my tea. You don't even. Um, be staring this shit up in my tea, looking at how boy my tear this ass up, boy. You have no idea. Like,
Is it like a edible? Should you microdose? Should you use a small amount? Are you going to just use the whole pack?
I know for sure I'm planning to do nothing the next day. That's what I'm just gonna say. So the day I use it, the next day will be recovery. Whatever
Okay.
happens.
And then the day after that, we need a review.
We get
Okay?
a review.
Yes.
It need me sweating. Listen, make sure y'all go get a case of them honey packs. Right? Like just just sweat.
I
Like
cannot wait for this review. I'm going to please alert
make
me. I will
sure,
set my alerts for this review. I cannot wait.
make
I
sure y'all go
cannot
get
wait. I will be seated for that shit for sure.
that is it. That's exactly how I do the review. Make sure y'all go get them honey pack. Get him a honey pack. That's what I'm gonna say. I think she tried those drugs though too. I think she did.
You think so?
I think she did. I think she's at her last resort. As she said, she giving them ultimatum when she leaving. I think she tried.
Well, if not, try that first and give us a review.
Try the doctors first. I say try the doctors first. That's what I'm gonna say. Try the doctors first. Maybe with blood pressure medicine.
Yeah.
Even though you said you give him head and then after that he done. So I don't know if it's a limp noodle
Right.
because you gave
That's
out head.
true. Cause he's getting that and he like that. Maybe that feel
I mean,
better than the box to him. But
and
he
usually
has
the
to have
dudes
that
that fuck with
conversation with her. He has to be honest with her too.
the box is bad, too loose. Mm.
It could be a bad box. But there's stuff for that too. Like
They got
there's
stuff
stuff
for
for
bad boxes. Hold on, let me hear this one. I got to hear this.
yes. Boric acid works wonders. There's suppositories, there's soaps. Women have all type yoni soaps. There's things that they can use to tighten up the box. You could do plastic surgery for that. You could get a whole new box, vaginal rejuvenation. There's so many things women can do. So having
What
a
if her
bad box in 2024 is like wild.
What if her box, smells bad?
The suppositories help with that too. They could do stuff for that. Or you need to be seeing a doctor, first of all. Like, who's not having annual gynecological visits? Like, who's not doing that?
What you have an annual gynecologist visit for if you only fucking one guy
You
and you've
still
been
have
with
to
him for
go.
15
You
years?
still have to go and get checked up. It's not just about STDs and stuff. It's about ovarian cancer. Like you still have to go and get checked every year.
I've heard something, and I might be saying it wrong. I think it's called a DNC.
DNC is more so after, like, say you have a miscarriage and then they have to like scrape out the extra stuff. That's not, you don't go every year for a DNC.
No, but if you gotta, you know how? Okay, I'm gonna tell you the saying that I heard.
Hmm.
This is what I heard some girls say after they left the women's bathroom. It smelled like some girl left her coochie,
Left it sitting there.
and she said she needed DNC. Mind you, the girl left. Let me just let you know that the girl went to the bathroom, left, and then another girl came in. It's like, oh no, it smelled like somebody left their coochie. I'm getting out.
I've never heard of you getting a DNC because your box smell. I've only heard of it like after a miscarriage or something like that. Like I've never heard you just going and having a surgical procedure like that because your box must be insane with the smell if you need a DNC to get rid of it. That's crazy. I've never heard that before. You about to have me Google something else. Why do women get DNC? No, let's
I
see. Can
I have
you
no
get
idea. I just heard it. This is what, like I said, this is what I heard.
maybe she was making a joke because I ain't never heard of you get a DNC for that. I really I,
Let's just say it was a joke. I'm just saying what I heard. I'm like, what's a DNC? I'm over there stuff like DNC. They go and
yeah.
they scrape this shit out. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like I've only heard of that like mostly mainly like after a miscarriage or something, they have to like scrape out the whatever's left after that. But I've never heard of you just needing a DNC for your box smelling. Like that's not like just the pop up on the table type shit. Like that's like surgery, bro. Like that's crazy.
Yo, she gonna say that like surgery.
That's crazy. Like that's a big deal to have a DNC. It's not like I'm going to the med spa for a DNC. No, that's you're going into the hospital. Like what are you talking about? I've never in my life heard that before.
So bad
Wow.
smelling coochies.
Can't relate. Sorry.
So bad smelling coochies can just be fixed.
You have to get to the root of why is it like that, first of all. Like, what is throwing off your pH balance? Is it the dude you sleeping with? Because if you're sleeping with someone and he's sleeping with other women, that can throw off your pH balance. Is it the guy? Is it what are you eating? Like, you have to get to the root of why your pH balance is off and then figure that shit out. But there's a plethora of things out here, depending on what it is, that can help with that. Do some Kegels. Well, that's for if you need a tighter box. Do some Kegels. Put the yoni egg up there. Yoni soaps, boric acid suppositories. There's so much. Like that's what I'm saying. Having
Mm.
a bad box in 2024 is wild. Figure that shit out quickly.
Wow.
Like just being
This is
honest,
crazy.
I take my box seriously. I don't play with that shit. So figure it out, ladies. Let's do better. It's 2024. Okay.
Y'all heard what she said. Y'all heard what she said. Listen, let's get up on out of here. To the people out there who are starting a podcast. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. To the people out there who are scared to follow their dreams and do things, what would you say to them?
Do it. Like that's all I have to say. Get out your own way. Fear is rooted in the enemy. Get out your own way and do it. Like someone will always relate to you and what you have to say. If you build it, they will come. So follow your dreams, do what you got to do. It took me a long time to get there, but I did it and it was the best decision ever. So go for it. You only got one life. Live it.
I love that. I love that. And to the people out there who write letters, we are just here to help. All right, and we preach happiness here. All right, just want to let everybody know that before y'all think I'm telling y'all to go take a honey pack. No, I said I'm gonna have a honey pack review. All right, did not tell y'all to have a review. I said I'm gonna have a review, and I'll put it on the internet. My honey pack review.
Yeah, and
All
I
right,
just told you to put it on the glass. That's
they
all.
put it
We just
right.
want y'all happy.
Put it on the glass. Make sure I keep it. Put it on the glass. I can't wait. Just want to let y'all know that was actually a good idea. Put it on the glass. Yeah, but for that being said, though, I do want to thank everybody for coming out today. Um, we had reality recap on the show. She will be joining us again soon, sometime. But you tell everybody where they can catch you.
You can catch me exactly what you see on the screen on Instagram, on Facebook. It's reality_recap on YouTube as well. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And everything you need, reality recap, you get it from me. Recaps, breaking news, highlight clips from every episode, live podcasting, everything you need. You get the tea straight from V all the time.
With that being said, God bless y'all. Great day.